This episode is brought to you by Schismatic Industries. Schismatic Industries is gi and no gi jiu-jitsu apparel. You can check out their apparel at www.schismaticindustries.com, which is spelled SCHISMATIC Industries. You can also follow them on Instagram at schismatic_industries and check them out for the best gi and no gi jiu-jitsu apparel. This episode is also brought to you by Guardian Oil. You can follow them at www.tryguardianoil.com or follow them on Instagram at handle tryguardianoil. Guardian Oil is a spray, a cleansing spray you can use before or after training, especially in the grappling department, to keep you clean, keep your skin healthy, soft, and clean from infection and germs.
I'm a champion now. If you thought I was a pain in the ass before, you got no idea what you're in store for.
Who the fuck is that guy?
The Doctor and the Driver podcast
starts now.
It's a dark day.
It's a dark day. What a day.
Dude.
So sad. So sad.
I believed so hard. I was like, he's gonna do it.
Dude, I thought he knocked him out in the first minute.
I know.
I screamed, and my wife I think she dozed off. She was like, really? Like, oh!
Yeah.
He kind of like half dropped him.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I was watching with my roommate here. He goes, "Yo, bro, we got neighbors." I was like, dude.
Eddie was right. Eddie fucking shat on my post. He was like, Eddie, yeah, he was right. I underestimated Usman's striking ability. That's what it was.
Vastly underestimated. You know what we're not talking about? How much did COVID play a factor?
I don't know.
Dude, people are having trouble recovering from that thing. He just fucking had it.
I mean, he admitted it. He said it took him a while to fully recover in the cardio department, but yeah, I'm not making excuses for the man. I'm gonna say I underestimated Usman's striking ability. It's better than I thought.
Yeah.
I just didn't think Burns would be in trouble in the striking department. But what do you do?
We're getting ahead of ourselves. We just had to get that out there. You know?
I know. Yeah, I was very upset. I was like, I like the stoppage though. At first, I'm like, let him, you know, give him some time. You know, who knows? You never know going into Usman's guard. I mean, Burns' guard. You know, he might snatch up a leg or something. But clearly, he was pretty incoherent. He was hurt. So. Underestimate Usman striking. He's going to be a very tough man to beat, as always, I guess. But
yeah, it's just we never saw that before.
No, I mean he had a really good striking match with Colby Covington, but I was just like, well, both those guys aren't that good as strikers. They're just two good wrestlers who don't want to wrestle. That's what I was thinking. But that's good, man. They kept talking about that jab, and you know what? That's another thing Eddie was saying. Eddie was like, he's a more technical striker, and I was like, no, he's not. But fucking Eddie, call it. They kept talking about that jab, and they were right. That jab was kicking his ass.
Definitely.
But yeah, we are getting ahead of ourselves. UFC 258.
Beginning, dude.
Great night of fights, if you ask me.
Hey, man, really
fantastic.
Hard.
Yeah.
From
last week, that was like, eh.
Yeah, like even like the majority of the prelims were good.
Yes, definitely, dude. The prelim headliner was like balls to the wall, exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The one where like the last guy who should have got submitted.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, geez.
Let's see. The first one I really watched was the Muhammad fight. Honestly,
Yeah. So I
thank
bet
you.
on Chris Gutierrez. So I watched that fight. He just dominated.
Okay, I had that one on, but I was fucking around in the kitchen. I think I didn't see. it. I heard the decision.
Um, we gotta say though, oh my gosh,
COVID? They're coughing for
sorry. Never eat like something's in my throat. Feels weird.
COVID.
No, dude, I get tested twice a week, bro. Clear on that shit.
Nice. I've never been tested.
It's okay.
Yeah,
We gotta talk about friend of the program, man. She got sick. Did you read that?
I read. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said she was vomiting and that she couldn't stop or something.
Uh-huh. Like the morning of. Can't
That
clean.
sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. So that's why they lost one fight. And then yeah, so like Chris Gutierrez dominated Andre Ewell. Um, and then Mallory Martin got submitted in the first round. Uh, and then you said
Oh my god, I'm full of shit. I saw that. That was that triangle armbar.
excited about it, all hot and bothered.
That's right. I did see that.
And then
Yeah, that was pretty nasty, actually.
yeah, and then Balil Muhammad say pretty to dominated. Yeah, he won 30-27 if I remember
Yeah,
right.
he dominated
Yeah.
Diego Lima.
Pretty impressive for him.
I did not know that Diego Lima was Douglas Lima's brother. I did not know that.
Uh,
Douglas Lima is the welterweight champ, and belts are really fucking good. Really good. I did not know they were related.
yeah, dude. And then the co-main, well, the main prelim.
Crazy fight.
Yeah, for you, just like I just remember watching. God, this is so boring. Like stand them up.
That was not a boring fight. You're crazy.
The whole first round, I was like, stand him up. You know, I just was like, this guy's like just laying on him. You know, because he knew,
Guys,
dude, he was scared.
got it. Yeah, he was so scared of Anthony Hernandez's
Yeah,
submission ability, apparently.
dude, obviously.
So,
Wow, like what a turnaround. He's getting
if
it,
it,
like, dude, that first round, I was like, well, he's just surviving right now.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's the back and forth wave was insane because from the first second of the fight to like the first 2 minutes, it was like, oh, it's only a matter of time before Vieira gets the submission.
Mm,
That's what it looked like. So,
dude,
so I don't know how to say his name. Rodolfo Vieira was he's like crazy decorated heavyweight, which is different than MMA weight classes. Heavyweight's like what is heavyweight like 200 or something like that in jiu-jitsu, but heavyweight jiu-jitsu player, freaking gold medals at the yin yang, fucking super decorated dude, comes in there, he's an early takedown. It's like, okay, well, we know how this goes.
yeah.
And homeboy got tired. I don't think I've ever seen anyone get that tired before. That was like,
Dude, he did get tagged too, bro. We don't know how much he got. Like he got rocked.
I thought that too, but after going back after seeing how tired he was in the second round, I'm like, I don't even think he was hurt. I think he was so tired he didn't even want to put his hands up.
Dude, I wish I would have fucking live bet from the first to the second because he had to still be the favorite because he fucking dominated the first. Even though at the end you can see like, oh, something's happening, but
Oh,
ah. And
I
then
don't know. I'd like to see those odds. You can't go back and look at those odds, could you?
I don't think there's a way to look at live betting odds, but I know that he had to still be the favorite, even at the end of the first.
He was a
Like,
big favorite
had
coming in,
a
right?
run, and he was the super heavy favorite for the whole fight. So
Yeah, that would have been a good live bet.
yeah, and then of course how the fight ended. If you would have predicted that, 30-1 plus 3,000 odds.
$100 to win 3,000.
Yeah,
Yeah, that like
pretty good payday.
should not have happened.
That's crazy.
Like that's like the craziest outcome of any fight of the night was probably that.
Yeah, And he said after the interview, he's like, I hope I get a stripe on my purple belt.
Yeah, the homeboy's looking out for stripes, bro.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That was like when what's his face? Remember when Olenek was trying to submit Derek Lewis, and Derek Lewis ended up knocking him out.
Yeah.
Derek Lewis goes, "I'm the baddest blue belt in Texas." uh, he's fighting next weekend. We'll get into that. Kind of a okay card. No, actually, kind of a not so good card, but really good main event. I think next weekend.
It'll
Pretty excited.
surprise us like usual. When the card sucks, usually the fights are good.
Yeah, that's true. But Blades versus Lewis, I'm pretty excited about. I kind of expect Blades to dominate him.
Yeah,
But
bet. We'll talk about it when we get to it.
okay, we'll get to it. But dude, last night's fights did not upset. That's all I have to say. So, anyways,
Very good.
yeah. So Anthony Hernandez pulls off a fucking crazy submission against a multiple-time ADCC and world grappling champion Rodolfo Vieira. Insane. That was the prelim headliner.
Yeah.
And then this fight was fucking nuts, dude. This fucking Marquez fight was wild.
Yeah. Fucking another crazy comeback where Marquez was arguably losing
Definitely losing.
every round.
Definitely losing every round. Probably would have lost the last round too.
Dude, yeah, he probably would have lost 30-27.
Yeah, I agree. He kept looking for that guillotine, and even me, of all people, I was like, dude, stop with that shit. Like, you're not getting it. Like, I just felt like he was wasting his time with it. I felt like he was getting taken down. Everybody was looking for it, and I'm like, kind of like what Ian Heinisch did, which we'll get into that. But I'm just like, this guy keeps looking for his guillotine, he's not getting it, and then he fucking kind of sort of gets it, and then kind of runs the rope, as you call it in jiu-jitsu, ran the rope to cinch it to get his arm deeper, and then he switched it to the anaconda, which I will tap myself on the back, Alex. I called Joe Rogan on it because he was like, "Oh, he switches to a Dars," and I was like, "That's not Dars, that's an anaconda."
Oh, dude, how fucking big was your wiener?
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, I'm not gonna lie.
fucking no shit, dude.
I'm not gonna lie to second guess myself because this is a weird thing about me, and it's. I feel like I'm the only one, which is kind of weird in itself. I think, dude, even at the highest level, like black belts at my gym will mix up the Darks and Anaconda because it's kind of the same choke, but just the way the direction you lock it up is different. That's it. It's still a head and arm choke, but they'll be like you switch to, and then you do this, and this is a black belt like instructing a class of like, and then you switch to the Darks, and then I like lean over my partner. I'm like, that's an Anaconda, not a Dars.
Yeah.
Yes, it drives me crazy. Like, how are you at this level? And of course, this is a move that like I couldn't pull off on them, and they could certainly pull off on me. At least know the names, you fuck. Like, but yeah, Joe Rogan called that a Darce, and I was like, I don't
Well,
think
isn't it
that's a.
really? Isn't it really? What's his face? Fuck. Isn't it like Joe Rogan's ear is um, Eddie Bravo, right?
No, not anymore. Back in the
Uh,
day, Eddie Bravo used to do. He used to do a weird thing back in the day. This is like when you and I were very, very young. He used to do this thing where he would judge like an unofficial judge, I think, and he would also explain why he judged it, and he would also be the one to walk everyone through the ground because this was like jujitsu wasn't even like a thing in America, so like everyone was fucking lost, and he obviously was an early pioneer, so he kind of
did
something like that.
he sit in a truck and like during the UFCs and like tell the announcers what moves these guys were going after?
Maybe that was after, but he used to be on the mic, I think. He used to be on the mic doing like an unofficial score.
God, where did I hear that? I know for a fact I heard from somewhere. Eddie Bravo
Well,
used to sit in like a truck and have like a direct feed to Joe Rogan to tell him what was going on.
maybe that's true. I'm not going to say that it's not true because
Like,
I've never heard that, but I do know he's definitely not doing that now. He's a busy man. He's got hundreds of gyms around the world. It's a Yeah, I'm ready. I'm waiting for him to come down to Austin and get on the JRE, bro.
Or Eddie.
He's lit.
Talking about
Yeah, he's literally my favorite guest. Oh my god, Eddie Bravo's podcast is my favorite. I've gone back in the archives and listened to every single one. He's my favorite.
No,
Whether he's talking about jiu-jitsu or not, it's still good.
just entertainment.
Super entertaining, dude. He's my dude. But anyways, so that was a little sidebar. I don't like how people mix those up.
You're such a snob, dude.
It's the same show. It really is, but it's just different. It's
You look
just
at Kimberly, you go, Kimberly. Fucking Joe Rogan's an idiot.
definitely not. I was like,
Dude,
I was
look
like,
at how fucking casual made the whole way up to like sitting at the booth.
when you lock one up like in a weird scramble, it's hard to tell which one's which. The lock is just in a different spot. It's just
You forgive Joe Rogan.
I forgive him. I forgive a lot of people. I was second guessing myself. I'm like pretty sure that was an anaconda. But anyways,
Something new.
but no, it was funny because I did tell my wife when because they didn't say it till Bruce Buffer announced it. They said due to an anaconda choke. I was like, I told you his name.
Told you.
But anyway, so yeah, he had the guillotine arm in. He fucking fell to the side, ran the rope a little bit, got that figure four rear naked choke style grip, and finished that anaconda after he was, like you said, pretty much losing 30-27 on his way to a 30-27 L.
It was an exciting comeback.
And then it's worth noting Ricky Simone's fight was at featherweight, which is interesting. I think it was because it was such short notice. I don't know if you heard something I didn't hear. Ricky Simone's usually a bantamweight. But last night they fought at featherweight.
Well, at least he made weight. That was big.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm for sure he was probably pretty thrilled he didn't have to cut weight, but
How old? Isn't he real young? How old is he?
yeah, he's 28, I think. Fights out of Vancouver, Washington, real close to here.
Yeah.
So I consider him a local boy, personally. It's
Yeah.
a guy for the local boy,
Dude, when are you changing your locality?
which is
Told me this year.
definitely this year.
When? Summer?
Before
Before the summer? Nice.
things are in motion
Awesome.
for sure.
Same time zone. Let's go.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Ricky beat Brian Callagher.
Dominated him.
Yeah. Well, I think his last win was a big ass fluke, if I remember correctly.
I don't think so. Was it? BestFightOdds.com, bro. Pull it up.
Well, he subbed in 39 seconds Ray Rodriguez.
Yeah, Arm Triangle, if I remember correctly. It was like a couple weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, get paid. What was it Conor McGregor said once? If he dies, he dies. Get paid twice. Which I'm not sure what that means. I guess you take the dying man's winnings. I would think his family would deserve that, but whatever.
It's not what Conor McGregor does, dude. He just takes that shit.
Ricky Simone dominated pretty yeah, I mean that's kind of like what Ricky Simone does. I'll give you a little throwback. I remember when Uriah Faber made his comeback fight against Ricky Simone. I thought Ricky Simone was going to kill him, and he knocked him out. Faber knocked him out. I was like, God damn it! But then Ricky Simone's kind of been on fire since then.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot to say there. 30-27, easy. Just grinded him out with the takedowns with the pressure. That guy does not get tired.
No.
That's kind of crazy. And then I gotta say, on the next fight, Kelvin Gaston versus Ian Heinisch. This one, I don't know if this is a bit controversial, Alex. I was pretty impressed with both guys, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think Heinisch just didn't do enough. Like as in like not like didn't do enough to win. That's pretty obvious, but I feel like he's very passive. Like just didn't. He was just like kind of sitting around waiting. But I don't. He definitely didn't get overwhelmed by Kelvin Gastelum, who's a fucking veteran in the game. That being said, I guess I kind of did think Heinz would win, so I guess I could
Yeah,
say
like,
I
I
was
thought it was a great
underwhelmed.
year.
So yeah, I guess I could say I was a little disappointed, but Kelvin Gastelum's a real man, dude. Kelvin Gastelum has a crazy resume for a guy who's only 28, 29 years old. The guys he's fought, the guys he's beat, Tim Kennedy, Michael Bisping, crazy war with fucking Israel Adesanya. Israel Adesanya's the toughest fight by far, almost lost. Um, Darren Till, close fight with Darren Till, but hadn't won in a long time. He was on a 3-fight skid. And Heinisch, it was the size that got me. I was like, I know Heinisch is, I think I said it last week. I was like, Heinisch is way bigger. Kelvin Gastelum's like a chubby welterweight. But Heinisch is like a fucking big dude who cuts weight. But it just didn't seem like, I don't know, man. It just seemed like he just didn't want to fight. It seemed like he was just very kind of waiting around, in my opinion.
Would that impress you?
No, it didn't impress me. It impressed me that when Calvin would bring it to him, he wasn't overwhelmed. I thought he handled it fine. I don't think Calvin dominated him.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Usually if you fight like that and you got a guy with all that experience and all those credentials, you think he'd get murdered. But I still feel like even though he was kind of like, didn't really want to be in there, whatever you want to call it, I still think he handled it very well. Like, I think that it was like, I don't know. I don't know. It'd be like rolling with the black belt and like you're like, well, I don't think I want to get anything, so I'm not really going to go for anything, but you kind of still hang in there. It doesn't really happen very often.
Yeah.
If that makes
I
sense.
felt like he got tired really fast.
That was true.
And I was like, damn, dude, I would not have guessed that Calvin would have the better Calvin,
Yeah,
your gas tank.
yeah, definitely not. Yeah, very surprising there. Big stage, man. Big stage. Probably his first pay-per-view. Definitely his biggest named opponent. But yeah, pretty easy decision for Kelvin Gastelum.
Yep.
Nice to see Kelvin back in the winning column. Storyline here: Macy Barber making her comeback.
Ladies.
Yeah, the ladies. I was
Oh,
excited for it.
man.
What's that?
Wasn't Grosso the dog, right?
No, Barber was the dog, which was actually surprising. Obviously, hindsight's 2020, but going in, pretty surprising. Because Macy the future Barber, was like the talked about prospect. A year ago, she was like, I'm gonna be the youngest champion. A lot of people were like, she probably will be. She's crazy good. The only problem she is in the flyweight division, which means she has to beat Valentina Shevchenko, which means that's not very easy to do. But she was really good. She was running through everyone. Undefeated girl. Obviously not a whole lot of fights. But had 8 fights in a row. Killing everyone. And then she had this crazy ACL tear in the middle of her fight with Roxanne Modafferi. And then she lost. Pretty sure Roxanne was getting the best of her anyways, which was very surprising. That was one of those where you, Alex, would be like, "This is why we don't bet on women's MMA." Because Roxanne Modafferi was like a crazy underdog, like crazy. Barbara was supposed to go in there and kill her. Barbara knocked out our girl Jillian Robinson.
Mm.
Before that, so yeah, Roxanne Modafferi was like I don't know. Can you pull up best fight odds and see if you and type in Macy Barber and see what the odds were against her and Roxanne Modafferi? Because it was pretty. I think it was wild. Maybe it wasn't that wild. No. Bestfightodds.com. If you search Macy Barber, you can find it. Maycee.
So the odds, she was plus 330 underdog. Roxanne was.
Okay, I thought it was more than that. I
Wait,
thought it was like
closing, she was plus 225.
okay. Well, then I thought it was way bigger. Obviously, that's still a pretty big underdog, but I thought it was way
Huge
bigger.
underdog.
I thought it was way bigger, like plus 500. But
It was plus 525.
oh, well, they said 325.
No, 525.
Okay, yeah.
Macy Barber
Anyway,
is a minus 1,000 favorite.
yeah, there you go. So, anyways, but so she suffered a crazy knee injury, and she hasn't fought since then. What I thought was surprising is her first fight back was Alexa Grasso. It was her toughest fight ever. She's never fought anyone that good. And I'm like, well, you'd think her first fight back, she'd fight some bum. No, she gets the Mexican boxer, bro. And good fight. She really went wild in the third round, but Grasso kind of had her way with her.
Yeah. I was like, the whole time she was like dominating, like the, like position, and pretty much it seems like she was always had her against the cage, kind of doing whatever she wanted.
Which is very surprising because she was definitely the smaller person in there.
Yeah, it's just weird.
She's a strawweight who moved up. She doesn't seem like that big of a person. She's got really good boxing, man. Very good. Turns out she got very good grappling too, which is very surprising.
Yeah.
She freaking switched to that arm triangle and then took the back of Macy Barber. And it looked like she was about to cinch in that rear naked choke right as the buzzer rang. Very interesting. But they gave Macy Barber that third round. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. She was really bringing the heat in the third round. And a few of her shots were landing. But, I mean, pretty clear. Pretty clear Alexa Grasso decision, I'd say.
Yeah.
And then the heartbreak.
And then both our hearts broke.
The heartbreak. Dude,
Dude.
even after the first round, I was like, dude, Burns got this. He's got it.
He dominated the first round. I thought it was very like I say he dominated the first round and then was winning the first 3 minutes of the second, and then it just went downhill.
Yeah, well, he clearly got hurt. He got hurt. I don't even know what shot hurt him. I don't think it was hurt him with a jab, but maybe it was like a 1-2. He had a right hand down the pipe that hurt him, but I was happy he made it out of the second round because I was like, oh my God, they're gonna stop it. They're gonna fucking stop it. And then I was like, if he gets to sit in the stool, he'll clear his head. He'll be all right.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
And he looked that way until he ate just a couple more, and it sat him right back down. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I knew it.
What happened? I was like, well, this is over.
He was just compromised. His brain, he got real wobbly. Herb Dean was getting real close. I'm like, oh no. But he somehow survived. Honestly, not even to credit of his own. I would say Usman didn't put it on him enough. That's what I think.
Whenever he stopped and kind of laid on it, I was like, oh, you idiot.
Yeah, Usman should have smelled blood and fucking went in for the kill because Burns was hurt bad. He could barely stand on against the fence. He was leaning up against it. The legs were wobbly. Usman should have went in for the kill. Thankfully, I mean, I was happy at the time he didn't. And then sat him down again. Then finished on top. Good stoppage, I think. He gave Burns plenty of time.
Yeah, I thought he came. Like, I wouldn't have been surprised if he would have stopped it like 10 seconds earlier. So
There's a couple of times I thought he did. I thought he was going to, and he didn't. He let it go. He let it go. He let it go.
Here go hurt.
And it wasn't getting any better. So I think it was a good stoppage by Herb Dean personally.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you've seen right after the stoppage, you could see Burns was fucking just not there. He was very emotional after. Very emotional after we kept it on. Very shame, but Usman gave a lot of respect in the post-fight interview. If you heard it, he said he was just talking about he said that's kind of how a lot of the sparring matches went. He said Burns would fucking crack him. He would crack him, and then he'd have to regather himself. But he wanted no part of that ground game. That's for sure. Because I don't remember, how did Burns end up on the ground the first time? Because he wasn't hurt. Did he slip?
He slipped somehow, and then they were playing like footsie for a while.
Yeah. Usman did that same thing to Damian Maia. Well, Usman was punching Damian Maia's foot, which was really funny. It's like the ongoing thing that Usman hates feet. He punches people's feet. He stomped Masvidal's foot for 25 minutes. But yeah, he was wise to it. He was wise to it. And most other people, Usman would fucking he would jump right into your fucking guard and smash you. But he was wise to it. I was the guy. I was like, go in there, bro. Get yourself some. But I just really underestimated Usman striking. That's kind of what it comes down to. And I'll say it for
never thought he was gonna win by fucking knockout.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't think so at all. I thought he'd win a decision or something. That was it.
Like usual.
Or definitely not a knockout standing. I was like, maybe if he gets on top and smashes him, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't think so. You know, he's really never knocked out in. Well, he has a couple of knockout standing. I guess Colby's was one of them. Then there's like another one, but he's like a decision master. You know, usually he just grinds you out. And I thought that would be his method to victory, or Burns would finish him somehow, and he didn't. And he's got a good jab. He's long.
All right, dude. So now let's talk about like what's next for that division. But I just want to put this scenario in your head, right? Because they said like technically the next person for a shot would be Leon Edwards, right?
No way.
Okay. Pretend he is. He would have been. He is. Pretend Leon Edwards next. Then pretend what if his fight with the Chechen Wolf would have happened, and Kazimat would have beat Leon Edwards.
Oh,
then
no.
We would say, guess who gets the shot at the title?
Definitely, yeah. Oh, no, easily. If Hamza beat Leon, he was next, definitely.
He would be next?
Oh, definitely. 100%.
Who do you think? Who's next?
That's what they want.
Chiesa?
Probably not Chiesa, no. He's coming from too far down, like 8th or 9th. No, I don't think so. Dude, it's got to be Colby Covington. It has to be.
The rematch?
He called out Jorge. He wants Jorge again. Because I guess Masvidal has been talking shit, but
we're both Trump guys.
He made a good point. He made a good point in the Plus Fight interview. He was like, he said that guy was avoiding me forever. The only time he signed on the dotted line was when he had 6 days notice. So he had a built-in excuse to lose to me, which is kind of a good point.
Damn.
He was like, let's give him a full training camp and see. And then he goes, I'm gonna finish his ass. Which I'm not gonna lie, I would like to see Masvidal with a full training camp against Usman. I would like to see that. But
so who gets it next then, Gage?
It should be Colby Covington.
But he's gonna fight Jorge, so
who did Colby fight after Usman? Was it Woodley?
Yeah, and then he beat the shit out of him, remember?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, Tyron Woodley's just not a person anymore.
Dude, come on. These last 3 people were fucking insane. We'll see how he does against Vicente Luque, which is the next fight he's got.
Thank God. Give him somebody to...
Dude, who loses your belt to Usman? And then they go, okay, all right, here's Gilbert Burns. And then Gilbert Burns kills you. And they go, all right, here's Colby Covington. Dana White hates no one more than him. He's fighting Vicente Luque next, so we'll see. I think Luque is the favorite too. So I think a lot of people are also thinking Tyron Woodley's done. But closing thoughts. Usman striking is a lot better than I thought. Eddie was right again. You were right. You got me. I didn't think so. But his striking was better than I gave it credit for. I was like, he has to wrestle to win, and if he wrestles, he gets submitted. That's what my whole mindset was. If he stands, he loses. He has to wrestle. But obviously, I was wrong. He stood and won. So fucking Usman.
Yeah.
Dude, how about this? How about this conversation?
Hit hard on my wallet.
How about this conversation?
What?
Is Usman in the greatest of all time discussion?
No.
You don't think so?
No, he's boring.
He's
Besides
boring.
this, I mean, dude, if he does this again,
A lot of people said GSP was boring too, but no one
yeah,
puts
no.
him. No one puts him out of the discussion.
Yeah, they do. Everyone's like, dude, that guy sucks.
I don't think anyone says that.
I'll tell you what, he can get in there if he like comes back and like KOs somebody else.
Okay. I mean, he's never lost in the UFC. He has the longest, I think,
It's like 17 now.
welterweight winning streak or something like that. And then he is tied for second for Silva's record of most wins in a row in the UFC. He's like 3 behind that. I mean, dude, he's the man. He really is. But what was I saying about? I was saying, here's a throwback for you. I remember in high school, I was a big GSP fan, and all you guys were fucking would hate him. You're like, he's boring. He lays on people. That's what you guys would all say to me.
Yeah.
I think Kurt especially would say that. I'm like, guys, he's got the character. He's got a cool story. Like,
You're forgetting.
you're forgetting the story, bro. He was beat up as a kid.
I don't know. Yeah. And then he comes back at 40 or whatever. And however old. Did he fight again?
No, he came back and fought Bisping. That was it. Bisping's older than he is for sure. For sure. I think he's 40 now. GSP is like 40 now. He came back, he was like 37 or something like that, though. Before we get into next week, apparently, what's his name? Wow. Khabib is meeting with Dana again. Has to be to announce a fight. Has to be.
He retired. He's done.
Okay. But listen, this is what I'm talking about.
He's loving it.
I heard Michael Bisping talk about this, and he made a good point. Listen to this. They met for the first time. He was like, Dana, I'm retired. Basically.
Yeah.
But now they're going to meet again. Why would he meet again? If not to schedule a fight. Unless just give everyone a tease.
Who would he fight?
George St. Pierre.
You think?
Who else?
Why would St. Pierre agree to that?
Cheddar? I don't know. To challenge himself?
That's true. Dude,
The,
what
pro- the, the problem is the weight.
if
I don't.
beat him like handedly?
Here's what's crazy. When it was like the talk was like after Khabib beat Connor and everyone was talking about GSP. I thought GSP would beat him, but now I don't think so. Now I think Khabib would win.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone can stop those takedowns anymore. No, I don't think it's possible. After it's kind of crazy how looking back at Khabib's career, a lot of decisions, a lot of boring fights, like whatever. Even beating Ally Quinta for the belt, which was crazy. That was even for the belt. It was like whatever, like dominant, but like whatever. Another decision. To Connor killing him, to Dustin Poirier killing him. I think it was Poirier next.
Wait.
I think Poirier.
Yeah.
I think Poirier was after Connor. I think
Yeah.
killed him. Gagey killed him. It was just like when he started fighting the best guys like he's ever fought, he performed better, which is kind of crazy. That's why he was like never in the discussion of greatest of all time to like should definitely be in the discussion now.
Well,
Like in a short window.
4 fights are what elevated him.
Yeah, in a short window, he went from never being considered that to like might be that. The only thing is title defenses. That's the only thing that gets you, because some of these guys have defended the titles for so long. Have so many title defenses that he does it. But we're talking skill for skill. We're talking about dominant person. Like, he's definitely in that list. He might be number one if you really think about it. We talked about this John Jones thing before. Like, John Jones obviously on that list, arguably number one, but has lost a lot of rounds. Like, he's had a lot of close fights. You know what I mean? Where Habib, while not nowhere near the title defenses and stuff like that, he's not really lost any rounds or anything. He lost one round to Connor, which was even debatable. And I think a judge gave Gaethje that first round. I guess because the leg kicks. I'm not sure. I didn't give Gaethje that first round, but whatever. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Just don't really. Just not. Let's look at next. You want to go to next week's card? Alexei Lennox fighting one of the Dawkins brothers.
All right. Let's see. Preliminary card. Andre Arlovski, bro, getting in there again.
On the
There's just
prelims.
a lot of fights.
That's a shame.
Gonna be a lot of up and coming dudes that never really heard of.
Dude, why is there so many fucking prelims? What in the fuck? How many fights are next week?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 prelims.
14 fights on the night. That seems like quite a fucking lot.
A lot.
That seems like a lot of fights.
I told you, a lot of up and comer dudes trying to figure out who's the next guys.
Okay.
We'll see some dude. We might see some future stars.
This is true. This is true. I'm not hating on Eddie Wineland's fighting. I don't think Eddie Wineland has fought since Sean O'Malley had that crazy knockout on him.
Fucking KO'd his ass.
Luis Pena's fighting. I'm not gonna run through all these. Andre Arlovski is fighting
42.
Tom.
Yeah, versus a 27-year-old.
Not good. Probably not good for Andre Arlovski. We shall see.
See, this guy so far has 2 fights in the UFC, both first-round knockouts.
That's not good for Arlovski. Definitely not good for Arlovski. I like Arlovski. That's not good.
30 and 19.
Yeah, not a good record either. Not bad. Yeah, not good. Definitely not good. Better than mine, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm really excited about this Alexei Oleinik versus Chris Daukaus fight.
Yeah.
That fight should be the co-main. That's a cool fight. Those Daukaus guys are kind of fun to watch, and Oleinik is always fun. The other fights I really don't care about. I like Caitlin, Catlin, or however you say it, Ketlin Vieira. She's a very good jiu-jitsu girl. She's fought once since we've talked about her. I don't remember. What's that?
And the final is Curtis Blades, Derek Lewis.
Yeah, that's really the only one I'm really excited about.
How do you think that one goes?
I think Blades dominates him. Just dominates him.
I think it's gonna go Oleinik again, dude. He's just gonna. I'm gonna bet for fun. I'm gonna bet like that it goes the distance, all that shit. I think he just wrestles him, tires him out.
Yeah, I don't. Dude, like, if you say what's Derek Lewis? Excuse me.
God.
You should. Sorry, tight. A long night of drinking.
Yeah, non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah, non-alcoholic beer. That's right.
Yeah. Some Heineken zeros, bro.
I had some Budweiser zeros last night. Yeah, I mean, Derek Lewis's fucking kryptonite is wrestling or cardio, which unluckily for him, those go hand in hand with Curtis Blades.
Yeah.
Because he'll wrestle the fucking cardio right out of you. Curtis Blades does not get fucking tired. So yeah, I mean, I don't see any hope for Derek Lewis. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he
That's a
catches him.
crazy fucking knockout again.
No, he does. You're absolutely right. He's got crazy knockout power.
Bro.
Every round starts standing. This is true. Curtis Blades just has no trouble getting people down. It's not like he's gonna be looking for the takedown and get knocked out. Like he just goes in there and takes people down. Like, he has no problem with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Yeah.
Blades has gotta be a
Blades
favorite.
has to be a heavy favorite.
I would think so.
Dude, Andre Arlovsky is a plus 152 underdog against Chris Dawkins.
Andre Lasky's not fighting Chris Dawkins. Talking about Olenek?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Shit. Yeah,
Oh.
Arlovsky.
Olenek's an underdog.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not a bad bet. It's not a bad bet at all.
Arlovsky is a plus 210 underdog to this other guy, though.
Yeah. I kind of expected that.
Wow. Yeah, Curtis Blades is minus 325 favorite. Derek
Mm.
Lewis plus 250.
What's Derek Lewis by knockout?
Let's see.
Because that's gotta be the bet to make.
Or something. Oh, they don't have the odds yet. Son of a bitch.
That's the bet. That's the bet to make if you're gonna bet on him.
Yeah. That's the only way he wins.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, is he gonna grind out a decision against Curtis Blades for 25 minutes?
Yeah.
Unlikely. No, impossible. Rather, impossible. No way. He's gonna keep it standing and just box him for 25 minutes and not get tired. Yeah, no way. But yeah, I kind of see Blades like beating him pretty bad. I don't know. Blades isn't really a submission threat. But then again, I kind of said that about DC as well. I'm pretty sure DC choked out Derek Lewis. Pretty positive. I don't know if you can pull that up for me. Pretty sure. Because they fought for the belt. I think DC choked him out like first round. Which DC is not usually a submission threat at all. I think it was like an arm triangle.
Yeah, he rear naked choked him.
Oh, really? Check one. Yeah, I don't know. I see Blades just grinding him out. Maybe some ground and pound. I don't know. Maybe knocks him out. Because Derek Lewis is probably going to get dog shit tired.
I know.
25 minutes, dude. That's not. He doesn't usually fight 25 minutes. I don't know if he's ever fought 25 minutes. He's been in main events and they've always ended early.
His cardio is just insane.
What's that?
What if he comes in a new person?
I don't think he will, man. I think you kind of always know what you're going to get.
Yeah, that's for sure.
He's definitely not a surprising guy. It's not like, oh my god, he came in there. It was crazy. He was tired, but he had crazy knockout power. It was insane. I was like, oh yeah, that's Derek Lewis.
Dude, the next week is Rosenstrike versus that Cyril Gang guy.
That serial gang guy is fucking good.
Yeah.
Really good.
7-0.
Really. He looks so good against Junior Dos Santos. Like, just doesn't. The heavyweights don't strike like that, man. He's like real technical. He's in shape. He's like ripped up. Very. Yeah. And Rosenstrike's got good striking too. That's a good fight. That is a really good fight. And then, dude, let's go ahead. Let's talk a little bit about UFC 259 before we go. Dude, what a card.
Woo! 3 title fights.
4 champions.
1, 2, 3. Dude, and then your favorite Drew Dober. Ooh, Rakic versus Thiago Santos. That's gonna be a banging fight.
I know. I think Rakic kills him. I think Rakic is probably the future. Rakic is probably the future champion, I think.
Dude, this guy has a fucking sledgehammer on his chest, bro.
Yeah, that's fine. Rakic is a fucking way better striker, I think. He's so good. He's unbelievable.
Islam Makhachev.
Makachev.
Makachev.
Dude, that's like Khabib's prodigy.
Dude, damn it, Dominic Cruz is on the undercards. Sonya, holy fuck.
Dude, who didn't put Dominic Cruz on the main card? That's fucked up.
Dude, well, he's the main co-main event, or he's the main prelim card.
I know, but did you tell me you couldn't slide Drew Dober's ass out of the fucking main event?
That means you'd have to slide Islam match.
You don't think Dominic Cruz is a bigger star than Islam Makhachev? Come on. But they want a big star and at the headline of the prelims though, because that's on the free card.
Boy, fucking is making it. Sean Brady.
Joseph Benavidez is on here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Where Sean Brady's on the main event?
Prelim.
Wait, what, he's on the prelims? Oh, early prelims. Dude, I tell you what, your boy Paul Felder is always talking about him.
Yeah.
Always talking about him. He's like, I heard him. He's like, I've been in a position like that with Sean Brady back in Philly. It's not where you want to be.
Yeah.
He's fighting Jake Matthews though, dude. That's a tough fight.
Yeah.
That is a tough fight. Jake Matthews is legit. Kai Car France, he's fun. He's on the early. This fight card's insane. Fucking insane. Joseph Benavidez is on there against the Askarov guy. Song Yudong versus the Matrix dude.
Yeah.
Casey Kinney versus.
I don't think if I've ever seen one.
I know, dude. The best card of all time was fucking Bisping versus GSP. I think it's UFC 217. That's the best card of all time. I think. Look up UFC 217. Let me see if I'm right.
This card was Bisping, George St. Pierre, Cody Garbrandt, TJ Dillashaw, Jonah Jevchenko versus Rose Namajunas, Stephen Thompson versus Jorge. Holy shit, Paulo Costa versus Jimi Hendrix.
Dude, that's the best card of all time. I think. That was just crazy. I think that might have been the first time there's 3 title fights, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. It was insane, dude.
Dude, the early prelims was Curtis Blades versus Oleksiy Olenek.
Okay, so you're looking back in the past, dude.
Ricardo Ramos and versus some guy that I've never heard of.
Walt Harris was in the prelims.
Yeah.
OSP, James Vick got a win. Won by knockout, didn't lose by knockout.
Crazy.
Against Joe Duffy, who everyone forgets. Joe Duffy knee-barred Conor McGregor. Back in the day, everyone forgets about it. Did you know Joe Duffy knee-barred Conor McGregor?
Thanks for that.
Yeah, it was back in the European circuit, I believe. Anyways, yeah, dude, UFC 259 is out the yin yang, dude. That's a fucking crazy card.
Yeah.
2 champs. The middleweight champ taking on the Polish power light heavyweight champ.
It just pisses me off that it's not John Jones.
It shouldn't. John Jones is doing bigger and better things.
I know, but I just like, I just would love to see John Jones fuck his dancing ass up.
I think that's the whole point of Adesanya's move is to greater sell a fight with John Jones.
As to what?
To greater sell a fight with John Jones.
Dude, what if Jan fucking just like, you know, that
He could.
Nah, I think Izzy beats him.
I do too. I think he tears him up. I think he picks him apart.
How much he beat when Jan won the title, how decided it.
This is true, but how surprised were you when Israel Adesanya completely annihilated Paulo Costa?
That's true. I was surprised, dude. I've been having a shitload of terrible takes.
Dude, I remember. I don't know if it was on the show or if it was just talking. I think it was on the show. I said easily he beats him, and I think it was you. Like in the first, it was like announced like way back. I'm like easily. And maybe it was just a Travis. I don't know, but they're like, no way. I'm like, easily, dude. And dude, he called it so perfect. When they had an interview with ESPN, he was like, what did he say? He was like, he's a giant ignoramus. He's gonna walk down. He's gonna throw his big arms like crazy, and I'm just gonna fucking swoop. and pick him apart. Dude, this is what I'm saying. Israel Adesanya wants big fucking guys to just run at him and swing while he's a calculated fucking counter striker. And that's what Jan's going to do.
Yeah, if the odds are up for it.
Dude, I bet Adesanya's the favorite.
Oh yeah, I would think so. Now,
He's
I
gonna
think I'd have to take that.
he's gonna be so undersized. That's the only thing.
Dude, Danny Gay, Ryan Hall.
Pulled out.
What?
Yeah, Ryan Hall got hurt. He of all people, he was the one.
Again?
I thought I sent it to you.
No.
Crushing, dude. He pulled out. All this time trying to get a fight. And he gets hurt.
Yeah, Izzy's minus 270 favorite.
Damn.
Plus 220 underdog.
Damn. No love for the Polish power.
Ian Anderson is that.
Not good. What is it? Plus what?
Plus 750. Nunez
Ooh.
minus 1200.
I would say jump on that, but that's like Felicia Spencer level. Like, probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it, if that means anything.
You know, Aldermain's the dog minus
Oh, yeah.
plus 116. So slight.
Get on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet Aldermain for show.
Islam Makhachev is going to fuck up Drew Dober.
Yeah, he's like minus 400 or something.
Is he really? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, dude, he's fucking good. 18-1. He's always been in Khabib's corner. That's like his little brother. Not literally, but like brother from another mother, if you would. From my understanding, Khabib is always like once I leave lightweight, like once I retire, like it's Islam's division. Like they, they'd never fight each other, or whatever, like. But yeah, he's like the prodigy. Like this dude's good. But anyways, that's all I got. I'm just unless we got some news to talk about, I think we're done here.
The news is about last night. Can't really.
That's true.
All right.
Well, the news is Ryan Hall pulled out. I guess that was news.
Damn.
That's a shame. That is a shame. So, what's lightweight talk? We'll just make it quick. I don't remember what I said when we did this whole like little fucking tournament thing, but I still think Poirier should fight Oliveira for the title. But I think this is what I said last time, but just in case it wasn't, I think Gaethje should fight Chandler, and then whoever wins that gets the next shot. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense?
Conor and Tony to fight.
I think Conor and Tony should fight, yeah. Sounds like they're trying to do the trilogy with Dustin, which doesn't really sell. I mean, it will, obviously, but I don't know. I think Conor should. Dan's always trying to get Conor immediate rematches. Like when Khabib killed him, he's like, we got to do that rematch. It's like, what? Why?
Wasn't really competitive.
Yeah, it wasn't really competitive at all. But yeah, I don't know. I think Conor should fight Tony. It's a fight Conor can win. I think he needs another win before he jumps right back into fucking another big fight. But obviously that's a big fight, but whatever. And then Dan was like, it's for the belt. I said, well, why wasn't the first one for the belt? That's a Khabib's still a champion, dude. What's that tell you?
Yeah.
They haven't stripped him yet.
Cool.
We shall see what happens.
All right.
Well, get out of here, fool. I think I'm probably gonna. My son will be up like any fucking minute. So,
Alrighty.
is it worth getting another 15 minutes of sleep, or should I just stay up?
I don't know. Play Xbox.
That's what I was thinking about doing.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Have you gotten Valhalla yet?
Dude, I can't get a fucking Xbox One. I check like every other day. They fucking aren't. They're not gonna be in stock until like until March apparently.
Dude, I hate this shit on Microsoft, but like, do they not expect people to buy the new Xbox?
You don't understand how infuriating it is. Like it's so stupid.
Do they not expect people to buy it?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. They're just like they do this on purpose to be assholes. I'm like, dude, it's so funny to read like the comments on all the websites. People are like, how the fuck do you still not have any? Like,
I don't see how you say to be assholes. Like, wouldn't they want to make more money?
Yeah, they did. I don't know.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah,
So
apparently,
you're like really you're on the hunt for one.
dude, they restock them. Like you have to like really get one. You have to like follow like Twitter accounts that like are like checking the restocks, and you have to like get on the like you have to order it within minutes or it's gone.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and
Or
I don't.
you happen to walk into GameStop while they're stocking.
Dude, bro, none of the stores have it in store.
Oh,
You go to Walmart and buy one. You can't go to GameStop and buy one. They're all online only.
and this is worldwide,
Yeah,
dude. That's crazy.
yeah.
We've never had this problem before.
That's what's so weird. Well, I mean, think about it. This is the first next gen that come out when we're like adults. Like, I don't remember what it was like when Xbox 360 came out, but I imagine it was probably the same.
I don't think so.
You don't think?
Here's here's why I don't think so. And I think I didn't think about it till you just said what you said. We are really the first gaming generation.
Well, everyone wants one. Yeah, that's
Think
true.
about this. When we were kids, if you're 30 years old and you played a video game, you were a loser.
Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, the demand's definitely way up because now everyone in the age bracket of like 35 to like, and it used to just be like 10 to 20-year-olds, and now it's another.
Right.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, like if your parents didn't buy it for you, then you didn't get it. Or you had to wait for Christmas, so they were just floating around. But now everyone who wants one is like a responsible adult with a decent income. So they can afford one. That's so funny. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Like, are you like, I'm not going to stop playing games anytime soon. Like, why would I? But adults didn't play games when you and I were kids.
You know what's gonna be funny? Like, 50 years from now, in nursing homes, there's gonna be Xbox.
Definitely. Definitely.
You think instead of bingo, it's gonna be like we were getting the Madden tournament going, everybody.
Exactly. I think you're absolutely right. I think absolutely because like
Beauty.
because when our parents grew up, it was like yeah, like they had like a couple games, but then it's like we had to go do adult stuff. But now it's like we grew up playing games. Like that's what we did. It's like part of our DNA. And then we also kind of figured out you can also grow up and make time for video games.
Yeah.
But back then it was like not like the Great Depression, but like it was like we got adult shit to do. Like we don't have time for that.
Something to think about.
Yeah. So I just think it's a generation thing, like you said. We'll be playing games forever. I feel like now, like if I see a little kid playing a game, like if I'm playing a game and I feel like I'm playing a kid, I'm mad. Like I'm the mad one. I'm like this guy's a fucking little kid. Why is he on the game? Like why is he playing? He's wasting my time.
Yeah. All right.
All right, I'll let you go.
Yeah, love you. See ya.
Love you. See you. Bye.